we give you the option.
Welcome to the 7th edition of a segment we like to call the Run Pass Option. Today's edition, we're talking about stat breakers. What's that mean? Well, they're stats from last season, and the boys are going to pick if they're going to run with it or pass with it. But it's on stats that we think players may beat or won't beat. So if the boys run on it, we think that they're going to beat this stat from last season. But if they pass on it, we think that they won't be able to beat the stat. Gentlemen, are you ready to get into our RPO?
Let's do it.
Let's rock, man.
All right. Your first question. Will Derrick Henry hit 2,000 rushing yards again this season?
I'm going to pass. The odds are against this. 2,000 is a big number. I get it that there's going to be another game this season, but he's getting older. They're going to want to keep him fresh for the playoffs. Julio is going to be a factor, so I just think that he'll have less than that. He's still going to be the guy they're going to run the ball with. He's going to get a ton of yards and a ton of touchdowns, so don't say it. I'm not saying he's not going to do what he normally does, but I think this will be finally a little bit of a decline for Mr. Henry.
Good points. I'm going to run, but for what it's worth, a new offensive coordinator, Todd Downey's one season as the Oakland Raiders offensive coordinator in 2017. The Raiders ranked 30th in rushing attempts after ranking 11th the year before with Bill Musgrave calling plays. So it'll be interesting to see if he has the same philosophies as Arthur Smith.
Oh, all right. Lamar Jackson threw for 2,757 yards last year and his career high was 3,127 yards. Can he surpass his career high this season?
I'm going to run. This is probably the best wide receiver corps that he has had around him since being drafted by the Ravens. So it looks like the Ravens are going to put him more in passing situations this season.
Yeah, I'm going to run. I've said on record, I think he could actually surpass the 4,000 yard mark finally, and I think he'll have a 1,000 yard receiver for the first time in his career.
Okay. Tyree Kill has never had over 90 receptions in a season, maxing out at a total of 87 twice. Yet he still has been a top 3 wide receiver fantasy-wise. Can he get more than 90 receptions this season?
I'm going to run with Sammy Watkins out. That means there's a lot more opportunities for the passes that he was supposed to catch, and I think Hill's going to get them. I definitely could see him over the 90. I'm looking at close to the 100, if not over that as well.
I'm going to run. He will see an uptick in targets, most definitely. The big thing there is 90 receptions on 135 targets. If he sees even 10 more targets this season, he could definitely break that threshold.
All right. Your next question is, will someone finally surpass Travis Kelce as tight end 1?
I'm going to run reluctantly. I believe this is the year that, unfortunately, the horse that is Travis Kelce breaks down. They drafted Noah Gray to take some of the workload off of him, and he's already had some minor issues in camp. Darren Waller will be the guy to take over.
Wow, I like that. I'm going to pass because, again, same reason with Hill getting the uptick. I think Watkins is gone, so that means obviously more options. He is the wide receiver 1A or B to Tyree Kill, and I think he's going to just be leaned on a lot more. If he doesn't break down, no, he will not be surpassed.
All right. The GOAT himself, Tom Brady, threw for 40 touchdowns last season. Can he do it again?
I'm going to run. I projected him in at 7th this season for quarterback finish. I think this team has a great chance to get back to the Super Bowl again. They're pretty much the exact same team as last season, so that gives them a second year of them running this offense, more chemistry, more time with the team, and he's got the weapons all around him.
Yeah, I'm going to run. Sure, he can, but will he? Yes, there's no reason why he shouldn't. A second year in the offense, he threw 40 on a torn meniscus. So
That's crazy.
Very
Still.
true.
He won a Super Bowl and torn meniscus. Let alone that.
I'm not doubting Tom Brady again ever. Yeah, he's the GOAT. GOAT.
All right. In half point PPR, Alvin Kamara was the number one running back overall. Can he repeat this performance?
I'm going to run again. Can he?
Well, will
Yes,
he?
for sure he can, but will he? The opportunity is there. With Mike T going down, Kamara could be asked to put the team, the offense on his back, like he did last year.
I agree, Chris. I'm going to run as well. I mean, the Mike Thomas news hurts, and only it makes him a lot better of an option. He now becomes, I believe, the number one running back and wide receiver on the team, and he's going to run, catch, and eat up a lot of fantasy points this year.
Okay. Stefan Diggs last season had the most receptions with 127 and the most receiving yards with 1,535. Can Stefan Diggs lead these categories again this season?
I'm going to run second year with Allen in the offense, a little more chemistry. I can see him putting up those numbers again, and them adding Emmanuel Sanders to the other side will hopefully shift a little bit of the defense to maybe have to look at him too, which could make Diggs open even more. So, yeah, I think he could do it again.
Run. I like these easy can he questions. Can he? Sure he can.
Well, you're going to go speculations here.
He should
You
see
know what
the
I
same
mean.
amount of targets. Another year with Josh Allen is going to show why I have Stefan Diggs as the wide receiver one.
Okay, your last question for this one, guys, is Adam Thielen scored 14 touchdowns last season. I'm not going to use can. Will he be able to duplicate this season?
I'm going to pass 14 touchdowns on 23 red zone targets is extreme efficiency that I don't think he will be repeated. I got him at 8 touchdowns for the year, so I'm passing on Adam Thielen.
I pass as well. I don't see him getting 14 again. That's a huge number. I see his yards maybe going up a little bit than they were last year, but I definitely have him in the same range as I've got him 7 to 9 range for TDs this season.
All right. Well, everyone, that is our edition of Stat Breakers for our RPO segment. Be sure to check out our other videos on YouTube and our podcast wherever you stream your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We will see you next time for another edition of RPO next Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.
Hit the subscribe button.